Hi, my name's Geoffrey Hunt. I'm 25 years old. I have a year and a half in the yachting industry and am currently a deckhand. However, very much have my sights upon becoming a bosun. Okay, I am highly dedicated and committed to the yachting industry and also to the foundation degree that I am studying. As far as working on a yacht goes, I am well-natured, easy to get along with and rather amiable, making myself a great inclusion into any team. Okay, so an ideal employer of mine will be an employer that will support and guide myself throughout the coming years of my yachting life, helping to sculpt myself into the crew member that I wish to become. Okay, I'd also like to have the opportunity of working with experienced professionals, people that will teach me how to complete yachting tasks and completing tasks in everyday yachting life professionally and the right way so that I don't pick up too many bad habits. Okay, my 5-year goals and aims are to have completed the Chief Mate 3000 ton, also to have become First Officer, which at the moment does seem a very long way off. However, I believe if I keep progressing in the way that I'm progressing at the moment, then it's an achievable target. Also, I would very much have liked to have completed my foundation degree and also gone on to complete the full year at Plymouth University, knocking the foundation degree up to a full Bachelor of Science honours degree. At the end of all of that, I very much want to be working towards my Master 3000, which I will have made my next target. Okay, so the Master 3000 ton is actually an endorsement added onto the Officer of the Watch by taking some extra courses, which I will have done. All information on that can be found on the Officer of the Watch and the Chief Mate can be found in Marine Guidance Notice 195. Now, I haven't included that into this, however, I have taken all applicable information and added it to my immediate action plan. Okay, so on my immediate action plan, the first thing will be to become bosun. I do believe by the end of the next season, so the end of the Caribbean season, I will very much be ready to become bosun. Also to keep working towards a foundation degree, which I very much hope to complete by the time I'm ready to sit my Officer of the Watch orals. Okay, so for my Officer of the Watch or the Chief Mate's ticket, I have 18 of the 36 months required service time and ample sea time, so that won't be a problem. Okay, so with the remaining 18 months, this will give me ample time to complete my Officer of the Watch logbook and also to complete the 4 remaining courses, which would be Advanced Firefighting, Medical First Aid, General Ship's Knowledge, and my Navigation and Radar course. Okay, so to become a bosun, I have downloaded a list of criteria from the Luxury Yacht Group's website. Luxury Yacht Groups say that you should be an experienced deckhand, which I very much believe I will be by the end of the coming season, if not already. Also that you have basic engineering knowledge. Well, for that I have my approved engine course, and aboard the yacht I also help out often with the engineers. We have 2 rotational engineers, meaning that we only ever have 1 engineer aboard the boat at any one time without a second engineer. So myself and the bosun and the first officer to a degree have taken up a lot of the work that a second engineer normally would do, which has improved all of our engineering knowledge base greatly and helping to give us a broader knowledge base. Okay, also that you have a keen eye for detail, that you have good tender driving and knowledge of water sport. Now again, by the end of the next season I will have completed 4 complete seasons, which I believe, and in those seasons I have been participating in water sports with guests and owners and also driving tenders, so my skills are coming along nicely. Okay, I do have a hard work ethos, positive attitude. I do believe that by staying positive about things you can achieve a lot more than, say, if you put your hands up and have the opinion that things aren't possible. Okay, and I am a good team player. Okay, so what are the benefits of the degree to an employer, to yourselves? Well, I believe that by studying on the foundation degree, it's just given me a far broader knowledge base of the yachting industry, which I believe will help greatly in future positions as I get higher up the ranks. It's also greatly improving my academic skills, again, which will come in handy further down the line. Also, it's definitely by studying for the degree and the foundation degree, it's making myself far more self-reliant and methodical in the way I approach tasks, which I believe carries on to everyday duties. just making myself more confident in the way I go about tackling tasks, and as opposed to, say, running to the first person I see for help, I'm more likely to tackle problems now. Okay, so my strengths are that I have worked on a number or 3 busy, well-run boats that have been travelling, which I believe has given myself far more experience than if I, say, had ended up on a boat which is sitting in port with 3 washdowns a week, so to speak. Okay, I do have a very strong, dedicated work ethos. I do strive to achieve. I like to set goals and then achieve them. Both in my professional life, in my professional career, and also in my personal life, I am very dedicated, which I think does shine through into my work. Okay, I am methodical and resourceful, and a great team player. I do work well in a team and more than happy to take instruction. However, when the need arises, I will quite happily step up and take charge. Okay, I do have basic engineering knowledge, as said before. My deck maintenance skills are coming on nicely, although I don't quite have the knowledge or the finesse, of, say, the first officer. I do believe they're coming up to a more than acceptable standard. Okay, bridge knowledge. I do work as an uncertified officer of the watch aboard the boat I'm currently employed upon and my last boat, running bridge watches for up to 4 hours at a time unsupervised. On my second boat, often without the GPS on, navigating solely through paper charts and the use of the radar. Okay, and as mentioned before, my tender driving and water sport skills are something that are coming along nicely and I am somewhat pleased about, or proud about. Weaknesses, I do have a limited time in the yachting industry with only 1.5 years of experience. However, as mentioned, I have been on boats that are constantly busy and moving around, which means that I believe I've got more out of it than as opposed to a quiet boat without too much going on. Okay, I do have a limited knowledge of the Mediterranean. I don't know if this would be a hindrance if I ended up on a med-based boat, but I do know it's a possibility, so I have included that. I do not speak a second language, however very much have my sights set on French at some stage, so that's very much one of my goals. I'd also like to improve, or am also trying to improve, my overall strength, which I believe will help in my everyday deck duties. Okay, opportunities. I do hope to gain experience from a professional crew. I'd also like to continue working on a boat where I will continue to have bridge time, so I can keep building on my navigation skills and that whole side of things. I have been responsible for tender and jet ski maintenance on my current boat, so again I would very much like to continue taking on responsibilities such as those. My deck maintenance, I would like to work on a boat where it does need a certain amount of maintenance, and also why I work in a team where I will be trusted to undertaking such maintenance tasks. I'm very passionate about exploring new lands and would very much like the opportunity to keep exploring and say travelling around new places that I haven't been to before. And also to continue working towards the degree, which I do believe is a great opportunity. Threats, the lack of time allotted for degree work. I mean, obviously having to juggle that with a busy work schedule can sometimes be tricky. One other threat is that the current bosun will remain as bosun, as opposed to, say, going to another yacht or moving up to first officer. That could prove to be a tricky situation. Okay, another one would be a lack of time for courses, obviously with a summer season and a winter season. Also with your holidays and your yard periods, managing to fit courses in could prove tricky. Okay, and also any external troubles with your unforeseeable incidents that may prove tricky. Okay, I do want to commit to my future employer over the long term. I believe you can get a lot more out of it, and I believe it's highly beneficial for myself and the yacht to have a long-term commitment to each other. Okay, I've written a short blurb down, which is that longevity is important for both the running of the yacht and one's personal progression. I understand the synergy of employer and employee relations created over lengthened periods of time. As such, in return for help, guidance and the opportunity to progress, I shall endeavour to provide a strong, unabridged, dedicated work ethos and long-term commitment to my chosen employer. I do stand by that very seriously. Okay, so why me? Why choose myself over the many other deckhands that are out there? Well, I am very hardworking and extremely dedicated to my work. I think this does shine through in my everyday duties and the way that I go about things. I am an excellent team player. I do get on well with the crew, both professionally and personally. I'm well-natured, polite, and get on well with guests as well. I mean, I feel comfortable around them, okay? But not over-familiar. I am very passionate about my career. It's sometimes hard to believe that people do pay me to sail around the world, but that can only be a good thing. And lastly, that I do constantly strive to achieve. I do take a lot of pride in my work, and as said before, I believe that does shine through. So that is why I believe that I would be a good inclusion into any team. Thank you.